What is up, you guys? Dylan Da Silva here with week 19, 20, and 21 review. Yes, I'm combining 3 weeks, and that is because I had a lot of life events happen to me right now, especially with moving in. So recently they just all caught up. So one of the big reasons why this week has 3 weeks covering this video is because I started to run out of money as I moved out. And what did I do? I am now a DoorDash food delivery guy. I deliver DoorDash to people 6-7 days a week, and it is great, guys. Let me tell you, I am not one to work under somebody. As much as I love my old job and my old boss, I want to be the boss, and I don't want to work for somebody. Does that make sense? So I can DoorDash on my own time, and it's beautiful. Because DoorDashing, guys, honestly, the past few weeks, it was great at first, and then you start running into customer problems, and you're just like, I don't like this. So it's more of an incentive for me to get good at day trading, which is why I'm switching it all up and I'm being strict with myself. And I want to give this video a title, and the title is The Hard Reset. So you know how a lot of devices have a little hole with a button on the back of it that you took a paper clip to and reset it? Well, I'm trying to do that with my trading style. Hard reset. Forget what you did. I mean, don't forget what you did, but kind of wipe that aside for now and start over. Start with a new technique and start from the beginning, square one. So that's what these 3 weeks are really about, and how like the transition to today forward will be a better approach to trading than I had previously in the past 5 months, right? So going over the 3 weeks, let's go ahead and get into it. So week 19, I was down 1.36%, and that is roughly $340. Week 20, I was up 0.15%, which is about, we'll just say zero because it's not much. And then the third week, or week 21, was 1.5% down, and that's roughly $375. So let me get into the details on the Trader View account and show you those. So here we are. I have the accumulative 3 weeks in here, 3 green days total, and the rest are red. Kind of a bounce back up to the top, bounce back down. So, you know, these 3 weeks are really skewed because I was trying both the Ross Cameron technique and the Jared Wesley technique, where I'm high momentum, quick in and outs versus, you know, quick in and outs, but strategy, controlled risk. You know, you're looking for that predicted move up, not the, it could go as high as it wants momentum move, right? So that's why this week is a little skewed, because I had 2 different styles I'm trying to do at the same time, which is very hard and did not go well at all, guys. It didn't go well once, so I got lucky twice. Let's just say that. But looking into more details on it, we are down a total of $710. My average winning trade is $115. My average losing is -40. Number of winning trades, here's where the data gets really bad. Number of winning trades, 3. Number of losing trades, 26. So that means 10% of the time I made the right choice and the rest were wrong. As opposed to previously, where I was at a 33 or 1/3% of the time I was right, 2/3 of the time I was wrong, which is completely going in the opposite direction. I shouldn't be going this way. So this just shows you that what I'm doing isn't going well, and that's why I need to change. So in this 5-month period that we just had, you know, I'm still not a profitable trader. So I'm going to change my style a lot, and a lot of it has to do with Jared Wesley. And I can tell you guys, I absolutely love this guy and how knowledgeable he is, and all of his videos are free on YouTube. I highly recommend you watch them. They're about an hour each. They're very long, but they are so rich with information. And to me, honestly, guys, he is probably the most truthful and honest day trader that is out there, right, on YouTube. Don't believe any of the other ones, you know, take it with a grain of salt what they say. But Jared Wesley, I can genuinely say the things he says, I wouldn't deny any of it, all right? All of it to me makes perfect sense and is crystal clear, transparent, right? So getting into his style, he doesn't trade like the high momentum, you know, gap and go trades that pull up on the scanner every morning that everybody's around. I mean, occasionally he'll find one that's on the gap scanner, but his goal isn't to find that every day and trade it. He's looking for the predictive, you know, controlled risk reward breakouts. Well, breakouts or good buy setups, depending on what the stock or what the SPY is doing that day, whether it's up or down. So when I was trading like Ross Cameron, I kind of threw everything I knew about risk reward out of the window and just started throwing money at stocks with a small get out, you know, breakout or bailout, like I used to say, you know, which isn't wrong, still makes sense, but I can't see a consistently profitable strategy coming out of that or this early on, especially with how much you have to trade to do that, especially with how small my account is, and those commissions would just eat me up. You know, maybe that's a good plan for later on with a higher capital account. I don't have that with $4,300, $400 that I have left in my account. So the new approach is going to be me scanning for stocks every morning, taking a look at what the Stock Twits posts from Jared Wesley come out as. He kind of gives you an idea for what stocks he's looking to go long with or go short with that day. So after looking at the stocks he recommends and finding my own stocks, I will have my game plan. Okay, I like this stock above, $29.50 or whatever the case is, and find a potential buy setup with a controlled risk every time. My target is going to be a 2-to-1 risk reward. $50 is my risk, which is 1% of my account. And even in the book that I read, How to Day Trade, he even said don't risk more than 2% on a single trade. Well, I'm going to be a little bit more safe and play it by the 1% rule, where I'm not going to risk more than 1% on a single trade. So what's really cool about this strategy and this approach is that all you need to do to make more money is buy more shares, right? If your trading plan is, risk $50 to make $100, and you're looking for that 30-cent move up or whatever the case is, instead of risking 50, risk 1,000, risk 2,000, risk 500, depending on the volume and the stocks you're trading. That's where the issues come in with, can you get these filled? Is there a lot of slippage? Your profits may go down a little bit because of this, but for the most part, this is a scalable strategy. And me starting out with a small account, I believe I can scale this from a $50 risk to roughly a couple $100 risk and not see a huge effect on P&L. So with that said, all the common sense that Jared Wesley has knocked into me through his videos, which I really recommend you guys watch, please watch them. They are so good. I'm going to take this approach to trading. I'm going to stick with this for a minimum of 2 months, okay? So I just passed that 5-month mark. Heads up, guys, when the 6-month video comes out, I'm not going to be done, all right? I'm not going to be a profitable trader in 6 months. Telling you that now because I don't see my luck changing in 3 weeks. So touching back on these last 3 weeks, I had a lot of down and red days, mainly because I was trying to do both the Ross Cameron high momentum and the Jared Wesley, the larger cap stocks, find the control breakout, look for that 20, 30-cent move or that $1, $2 move, and control your risk every time. It's 2-to-1 every single trade. You stick to your plan that doesn't change. Not unlike Ross Cameron, where you could buy in, sell a few, realize a few, and then buy back in, keep your average low. None of that, right? Replicating that every time comes with years of experience and a big account. Maybe one day down the road I'll try that, but not right now, which is why I'm going with the Jared Wesley approach. So with the new game plan, I've developed a whole new screen setup, and I want to show you guys what it looks like. So let me take it over to the screen. So here is my desktop loading up. Now this is version 9 of the different layouts that I had. So this is the 9th revision of the layouts. Now over here I have the SPY on a 16 a daily. I have some stocks that move. I have the news for the stocks on this screen. And these are all my thumbnail watch lists. So I have 2 that are for shorts and the rest are for long. And on this side, this is the screen I trade on. I got my accounts, time, 5-minute, 2-minute, one day, and 15-minute. Because trading, the goal of trading though is to align as many time frames, as many strategies up at the same time for your higher probability of being right. So having all these different time frames of the same stock is a must. And on the right, I have my level 2. And aside from that, I have time and sales. And then my positions, P&L, trades I've taken, and positions, open positions, and stuff on the SPYs and Qs in general. So this is the new layout. I really like it. I've only been trying this for about 2 days now, but these thumbnails, I finally got to the right size, the right specs and whatnot. And when I open my screen in the morning, they're blank, and I fill them out as I need. So they don't pre-open with older stocks. I don't know, I don't like that, even though you should save it every night and kind of see the previous stocks from the day before and see if they moved. But I start fresh every day and look for the new setup. And potentially the stocks from yesterday can show up in the scanners. So it's not always a lost cause by not doing that. So I hope you guys like that screen layout. It took me a while to come up with, and I think it fits the bill for what I'm trying to do pretty well. But just kind of to recap things. Oh, one more thing before I recap. I'm changing and reverting back to using my actual capital as the percentage for my basing, or the percentage to base my trades off of, right? So for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to use my capital, including the margin, to base the percentages of my gains off of. So say I won $100, and I was comparing that to the $25,000 in margin money that I had, which makes no sense, right? I don't know why I did it, but that's why we're here. We're learning, right? So I'm using my physical capital, the capital I can pull out of my account and hold in cash. That's what I'm going to base it off of. So it'll be compared to, at this point, it's like 4,200. Okay, 4,280 is what I have left after every month's Dash Trader Pro subscription fee. So 4,280 is going to be my comparison from now on. But I'm just going to stick to 5,000 because I'm going to replenish that when I go live with real money. to recap everything, you know, I stopped trading like Ross Cameron, but I don't regret it. I learned a lot on how to trade the momentum stocks and how the volatility has to be treated differently with, you know, as opposed to larger cap stocks. Trading like Jared Wesley now, which is a larger cap stock, typically, you know, higher prices, but your game plan is the same every time. You're risking 50 bucks. Your goal is 100 or 200, 1R, 2R, whatever the case is, and everything's controlled. You know, you're not just throwing money at a stock and hoping you make money, or throwing money at a wall and hoping it sticks. I'm also DoorDashing to supply for myself in this time. I don't want to not be good at this. I want to be good at this, and in order to do this, I need specific hours at my desk every morning at my computer, right? And working a 9 to 5 usually interferes with the beginning of the trading day, which is the time I only trade, and DoorDash was my only option. I'm my own boss. I work on my own time, and to be honest, guys, it's good money. Like, I was averaging, you know, 16 to 23 bucks an hour on most days. I mean, yeah, I have slower days, yeah, I have great days, but the average, I would say, let me say this, I averaged last week about, it was 19 something an hour. That means I had days where there was 16 an hour, days where there was 20 something an hour, and you know, it averages out to a decent pay. Not bad for picking your own hours, being your own boss, and doing and not working for anybody. The last thing to mention is that this is a 2-month plan. You know, from now until 2 months or 8 weeks total, I will be sticking to this strategy or this game plan hardcore, risking $50 every time. My goal is 2R, risking 1R, which is 1% of my account. You know, I'm playing the numbers properly. I'm not going to be throwing money at stocks anymore like I was. So that will just about sum up this video. I know I said it was going to be longer, but it's not as long as I predicted. But you know, for the most part, I tried to include as much good and useful information as I could. But like I mentioned though, 8 weeks a minimum, I'm going to try this technique. And I'm starting to trade like Jared Wesley. I'm watching his stock twits every morning to see what stocks he's looking at, get an idea for how he's finding them, what he's finding, and you know, the styles he trades. I will continue watching his videos, 1 to 2, maybe even 3 a day, because they are long. I don't regret trading like Ross Cameron. You know, that's a big thing I want to mention, because I learned a lot from doing that, and that's part of being a well-seasoned trader, knowing how to trade the low price, low float stocks versus the high price, high float, or whatever the case is. You know, knowing all that can benefit you in the long run. So I like having that well-roundedness as a trader and being able to know how to trade these different styles, even if I don't trade them on a daily basis. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer them. And we're approaching that 6-month mark, so please bear with me, because the 6-month video is going to cover everything that happened to me in the first 6 months and where I can realistically see myself being profitable. So until then, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. I'm Dylon Da Silva. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you liked it. Give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all new content every week. You guys have a good one.